right. Is that right? Okay, that's right. Okay, so I had to take my glasses off because I continue to get the glare in there, and you can see, the ring light and everything in my video, and I don't want that happening because I want you guys to pay attention to me, not what's going on in my glasses. All right. So let's go ahead and get started with this video. I wanted to talk to you guys about how I manifested my move from Kansas City, Missouri to Las Vegas, Nevada. First off, I'm going to say it has been a long time coming. Back in 2009, I moved to Atlanta to go to school, and I actually was only there for a year, and then I went back home. And ever since that time I've been back home, I've continued to get that feeling of I need to go, I need to get out of here. I've always been the type of person that likes to be on the go. I like to experience new things, new cultures, people, and all the rest of that. That's just, that's just who I am as a person. And so the first thing that I did when I decided that it was time to go, it was March. It was March of this year, and I just woke up one morning and I was like, I think it's about that time. And so I had already been meditating and, doing my work, yoga, all of my spiritual healings and all the rest of that, burning my sage, and just really looking to the universe for all the answers to the questions that I had. And I had been getting them like nonstop. They just continued to flow in. And so I was like, okay, well, let me go ahead and talk to the universe and see if moving out of Kansas City is something that I'm supposed to do right now. And originally I had thought about moving to Texas, but I was like, that's kind of too close to home. It's about an 8-hour drive from here to Dallas. From Kansas City to Dallas or whatever. And so I was like, nah, I really don't want to be that close. And so I was like, well, why not go to Las Vegas? I had a cousin that used to live in Las Vegas, and I would go visit her. We would drive up to Cali. We've driven to Phoenix, and and I really liked the the Las Vegas vibe or whatever that I got there. And so I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna talk to the universe and see exactly what I needed to do to get things moving. So before I did anything else, I asked the universe to give me a sign. And when I said, in the specific sign that I asked for is if it's meant for me to move to Las Vegas, Nevada, I want to see a man in a neon green shirt. So that's what I said. That was the sign that I asked for, because you really don't see many men wearing lime green or neon green or whatever. So I'm like, that's gonna be my sign. That's what I want. And I just I said it, and I kid you not, not even 24 hours after I asked for that sign, I was pulling up to the gas station, and I seen this Mexican guy get out his car, and he had on this neon green shirt. And I just laughed, and I'm like, get the hell out of here. Like, are you serious? Like, and I got my sign that fast. It was that quick. It was really that fast. And so I got the sign, and I'm like, whew. I'm like, okay, well, I wasn't expecting that, And I'm like, well, I should ask for another sign. But then after that, I seen another man in a neon green shirt, and I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna go ahead and go with that. On top of the fact that I asked for that sign, every morning when I wake up, I make it a duty to smile in the morning just to get my day going right. And also, I thank God for waking me up, and I ask God to lead me where I need to be. And so that was a big part of my manifestation. And I also start to script. And I would watch videos on YouTube about scripting, like exactly what is scripting, And so what scripting is it's basically you writing down your life and how you want it to go. And instead of writing in the past, instead of saying, oh, I want to have a big house, you say, I just love this big house that I live in. And so you speak everything into existence. You speak it into present form, or you can even speak it into past. Like, oh my God, I cannot believe that I received the news about this beautiful house that I've been looking for a year, So that's just an example of what that is. And so I began to do that. And I would write down every day everything that I wanted. And when I looked for my apartment, I was very detailed on exactly what I wanted my apartment to look like, as far as the floors, the carpet. I had it down to a T. I know exactly what I wanted, and I wrote that in my journal. As far as schools go and everything like that, wrote that down. How much I was willing to spend, I even wrote that down. I wrote down so much stuff, and I got as detailed as possible when writing it down. And so I really feel like that played a major part in manifesting my apartment that I now have. And I'm in love with my apartment that I have too, by the way, guys. It's so beautiful. And when I first seen it, I was like, wow. Like, I wasn't expecting it to be this. I just was not expecting it, you know. And I couldn't believe that the carpet in my apartment is the exact carpet from what I visualized. And so that was so big. And what I did was, you know, they have the saying, stay ready so you don't ever have to get ready. So immediately after getting the sign and starting to script, I started selling everything. Like, I started selling everything that I had in my home, and I would sell everything, and some stuff that I couldn't sell, I would give it away. I would donate it to a shelter or even to a Goodwill. I would start donating it, and then slowly but surely I looked around my apartment and everything's gone. And I'm like, okay, so at this point, I gotta get up out of here. I ain't got no choice, you know? And so I called the people, looked around for some different apartments. I wasn't really having any luck at first. And so, you know, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just kind of fall back a little bit, and I'm gonna see where that takes me. And sure enough, I get on the internet one day, and I just seen these apartments, the apartment that I live in now, and it's like it just popped up, you know, right in front of me, and I'm like, okay, like, I'm gonna go with that or whatever. And it went smooth. The transition from Kansas City to Las Vegas, it was so smooth. I shocked myself, okay? Like, as far as the tickets to get here, I have children, so, you know, it costs more, obviously, to move. But it went so smooth. I reconnected with an old friend of mine. We got back cool or whatever. He ended up driving my car down here for me. So I'm like, whoo, that's cool. I don't have to pay for U-Haul or anything. And that's how much stuff I got rid of, guys. Like, I got rid of so much stuff that I came down here with 3 suitcases. And my car was filled up in the back because I had like an HHR. And so it was filled up in the back, seats let down, and everything was stuffed in there. So I said, hey, you know, regardless of what I go down there with, I know when I get there, it's gonna be on. So that's exactly what I did to manifest. And every day when I would ride down the street, I would just imagine palm trees, and I would just be like, huh, you know, you know, I would just be like, huh, like, oh my God, I just love the palm trees. I love the weather. Like, I would just like really do this, exactly this. I would just close my eyes, and I would just picture the palm trees, the mountains, the cactus outside, you know, all of that. I would always picture all of that. I just pictured it riding down the street, and then sooner than later, I started seeing Las Vegas signs all over the place. Like, it was crazy. I would send it to my friends, like, hey, you see this? You know, like, just make sure I'm not tripping. You see it or whatever. And so I would send them stuff, and Las Vegas, it just started popping up everywhere in front of me. And I'm like, wow. And it was amazing because clearly I'm not in Las Vegas, but it just started popping up. I would see Nevada tags. I would see Las Vegas billboards. I would see all kind of stuff that let me know that I was headed in the right direction. Now, like I was saying, I'm one of those people who feel like, you know, I like to explore. So I asked God to put me in this situation, put me in this location, and this is where I am for the time. Whenever I feel like it is time for me to go somewhere else, I'll do the same thing. I do live by that saying, I'm not a tree, so I go as I please. So, but this is how I manifested this. And I would tell everybody, you know, oh yeah, I'm leaving. I had a set date, exactly when I was going to leave. And then I didn't even tell anybody till like the last minute, because I feel like when you tell everybody your plans, they don't really go as planned. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't tell a lot of people what I had going on, but the people that were near and dear to me, I told them what I wanted to do. I told them what I was going to do. And then they jumped on board, you know, and they supported me all the way down till it was time for me to leave and get on the plane. And I have never had so much fun in my life. When I tell you moving is fun, I would rather move cross country than move from one house on 30th Street to 50th Street, whatever. You know, I would rather do the cross country move. It has been such a challenge for me. But it has been such a good experience. I wanted to show you guys the type of books that I write in my journals. I use the journals that have the spirals down the spine, just because it's easier for you to write. You know, as you're writing, you can just flip it back. And I have so much stuff in this journal. It's just been amazing. Every day I would write down 5 things that I'm grateful for. And sometimes I would go over 5, and that's perfectly fine. I would just learn how to live in the moment as well. Like, it's just, I cannot explain to you guys how much this has changed my life. You know, meditation and everything. It is real. It is real. I would visualize every day exactly what I wanted, and my life is becoming exactly what I've asked for. Things would happen out of nowhere. It's just amazing. That the power of the universe has, you know. And so that's what I did. And if you guys have any questions about the move, exactly, you know, how much it could have cost, you know, how much it cost me, you know, where I live, as far as, you know, the area, what I've learned, my likes, my dislikes, or whatever, about the city, then just, you know, hit me up, and I'll be more than happy to make a video for you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I appreciate you guys' time, and you guys have a good day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on my video too, and hit the little bell thingy too, so so y'all can be notified whenever I do choose to make videos. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. Bye.